I dislike murder hobos, says Drywater, but I designed the game around their desires, not mine. Well, I'll touch on that for a second. Just because the players steer the game doesn't mean that the game is all about them. The game's for you as well, and you should have fun running it. If you're not having fun running the game, chances are the game's going to suffer. The quality of the game is going to suffer because of it. Make sure that you cater to your needs as well. That's a bit of advice that I could offer. Make sure that you're telling a story that you want to tell. Don't just make it about them, you know? Chances are, if you're telling a story that you're really excited about and that you're really enthusiastic about, your players are going to see that enthusiasm. They're going to see how excited you are, and that's going to spur them on to dive into that story even deeper. I don't dislike murder hobos, says Scooby. However, I'm also in favor of consequences. Exactly. That's probably the biggest lesson you could learn about murder hobos. There needs to be consequences for their actions. If there's not, if you're just letting them get away with it, then it's not going to go too great in the long run, I don't think. I suppose you could say it's fine to have murder hobos in your game as long as you have consequences or have them deal with the consequences of their actions. For me personally, I just don't want to have to spend time prepping the consequences for what their actions might be. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think it's kind of like Boop was saying. Sometimes people just will not mesh with their DM. You know, sometimes the game isn't a good fit, or should I say, the table isn't a good fit for the player or for the DM or whatever. Yeah, it's personal preference a lot. It's the same as anything.